mac and cheese. This is not a meal that was on my Thanksgiving table growing up, but that's because my grandmother couldn't cook. From the age of 12 on, I was volunteered as tribute to go to her house and ensure that the food was salted and seasoned. She doesn't know this and she's dead now, so it doesn't matter. Let's make this. A good mac and cheese requires two things: pasta and cheese. It requires more than that, let's be honest. But you do not want bagged cheese. You want to shred your own for this scenario. It makes a difference, okay? If you do not have a food processor and you want to easily shred up your cheese, freeze your cheese. That way it doesn't get all stuck and gummy on your hand grater. However, a food processor will save you a lot of time and energy and effort, so we are using that today. Our cheese is sufficiently shredded. I have a pot of water on to boil. Let's go salt that shit. You want your water to be salty like the sea. A lot of people like to boil their noodles in chicken broth. That's fine too. I just don't feel like it. I'm just gonna add salt. It's fine. When I say salty like the sea, I mean it. Salt your water liberally. My water is boiling. Dump in your pasta. I'm using a pound of pasta. You will want your pasta to cook for 2 minutes less than what the box says. I don't go by the box. I just cook it until it's al dente or a little less than al dente. So it has a little bit of bite to it. Al dente means to the tooth. There are so many schools of thought on mac and cheese. Honestly, I've never really had a super bad mac and cheese. 1 stick of butter. Melt that shit. To your melted butter, you are going to add a metric ton of garlic. I know. It's mac and cheese, but it still needs flavor. 2 metric tons. Add a 1/4 cup of flour. Stir it around and let the flour cook off. This is a roux. Flour has cooked off for a few minutes. We are going to add our milk. 2 cups. Let it thicken and add more milk if you need to. Our noodles are almost all the way cooked, so we will drain them off. To our sauce, we are going to add 2 cups of cheese. Stir it in and then check. See how thick it is. This is cheddar and Colby Jack. I would preferably have cheddar and Monterey Jack, but this is what the store had. This needs another cup of cheese, at least. Add in black pepper and a little bit of salt. Remember, your noodles should be salty like the sea, and cheese is salty. You don't want to overdo it. If you are thinking, that's not nearly enough cheese, just wait. Pour your cheese sauce over your noodles. I know what you're thinking. It looks like soup. Just wait. Trust me. The noodles are not fully done. They need to continue cooking in the oven in this glorious sauce. At this point, I like to add a little bit of paprika in and on top. So keep this out. Grease a 9x13 baking dish. Pour in half of your macaroni and cheese. Top this with a layer of your shredded cheese. Pour on the rest of your mac and cheese. Burn yourself. Top it with some more cheese. Sprinkle a little bit of paprika on top for color. We are going to pop this in a 350-degree oven until it looks done. Until the top is brown and bubbly. I don't know how long that's gonna be.
I mean, that looks pretty fucking good.
This mac and cheese is definitely worthy of your Thanksgiving table. And honestly, you don't have to wait till Thanksgiving to make this. You've got to try it. And if you want to see me try it, you're going to have to follow along and watch what I made for dinner tonight, because I'll be trying it then. Follow along for more aggressive Thanksgiving tutorials. Tomorrow, we will be making crispy potatoes, because some people don't like mashed potatoes.